In this video, we are going to show how we can move and rearrange content within a course. We go to the left and select our course, College Algebra by Lumen Learning. Now that we are within this course, we want to show how we can rearrange our items quickly. We go to the upper right-hand side of the screen and we select Quick Rearrange. This brings up a new window where we can see a summary of our course. From here, we can select Expand All or Collapse All. If we select Expand All, the whole course opens up, revealing all of its items. If we select Collapse All, the course contents are condensed. This is useful when we want to quickly rearrange a whole module rather than an individual item. Let's select Expand All so we can see all the contents within a module. We can move around by just selecting one of our items, in this case, Pretest Module 1. We can move this item around our module to its desired location. We are also able to move this item outside our module as well. This allows us to quickly place any item within our course to another desired location. We also have the ability to select a whole module with all of its contents in this expanded view, but this is not recommended. If we would like to rearrange a whole module, it is recommended to select Collapse All first. So here we select Collapse All. This lets us move the whole module and all of its contents with ease. We then can press Expand All again to see the type of item each option is, whether it is an assessment, web page link, note, etc. Let us just move our pretest Module 1 from the top of our module block to the bottom. We then press the Save Changes button at the top of the screen. We can see that these changes have been saved by pressing the Expand All button and noticing that our pretest Module 1 has been moved to the bottom of the block. We then will press the Collapse All button and we can rearrange our modules. Let's move Module 2 to be above Module 1. Again, we need to make sure to select the Save Changes button. We can go to the upper right portion of our web page and select the Instructor button. This brings us to a new window. From here, we can see that Module 2 has been moved to be above Module 1. We can also see within Module 1 that our pretest has been moved to the bottom of this block. We can also rearrange items in our course through this page. We want to move the pretest Module 1 to the top of this block. We then select the gear icon and select Move. This brings up a new window, and we notice two parts here. The first says Move Item into this block. It is already set to be within the Module 1 block, so we do not need to change this setting. The other option to switch is after which item we want to place our pretest. We select that drop-down menu and place it back to its original position after Why It Matters Algebra Essentials. We then select the Move button. We can see now that our pretest Module 1 has been moved to its original position in the Module 1 block. We can also move this pretest Module 1 into a different module. We again will select the gear icon and select Move. We then select the drop-down menu for Move this item into block and select Module 2. We then can choose where we would like this pretest Module 1 to be placed. In the After Item drop-down menu, we can add this to the top of the block by selecting that option. We then select the Move button to make this placement occur. We can see now that the pretest Module 1 has been added to the top of the Module 2 block. We will then move the Module 1 block back into its original position. We select the gear icon for the Module 1 block and select the Move option. This brings up a new window that we are now familiar with. On the drop-down menu for Move this item into block, we select Main Course Page. On the After Item drop-down menu, we select Student Resources. We then select the Move button. We can now verify that our Module 1 block has been moved back into its original position. Lastly, we are going to move our pretest Module 1 back into the Module 1 block. We open the Module 2 block, select the gear icon for pretest Module 1, and select Move. We then will move this item into the Module 1 block using the first drop-down menu option. We then will use the second drop-down menu to place the item after the Why It Matters option. We then select the Move button. We can verify that our pretest Module 1 is back in its original position. We now know how to move and rearrange content using Lumen OHM.